Hi there. Today, probably for the first time, I was approached by a vegan person and indicated that I was abusing my dog. Well, for those of you who don't know, I have a service animal. And they kept mentioning, that I should watch this vegan couple and they will give me all the answers I need. And this is my response to this person and the video of this vegan couple. First of all, Nico was bred and trained for me for being a service animal. But the humane treatment these dogs get is so much more than what we're used to and what other people are used to. They are fed better, they are trained, and here's the one thing that really got me. If a service animal does not want to be trained, they won't be trained. It's as simple as that. Just because you say you want the dog to sit up and speak up and say, "Oh well, no, I don't want to be a service dog." Well, that's asinine. Any dog that doesn't fit the program or for whatever reason decides it doesn't want to do it will show its trainer that it's not interested and will be placed outside. And when they're placed outside of the program, they are given out to people who want dogs. It's not sort of like, oh well, that's it, they're no good, they're put down. And the dogs are chosen because they have a special talent. Just the same as you go off and you do whatever job you want to do, and you do it because you have a special skill for that job. I don't think a qualified service dog gives people the skills to live. And saying people out there. So here you are, a vegan, and they want all animals to run free. They want to get rid of slaughterhouses, and I'm not totally against all that, but sometimes you have to utilize what you have, and sometimes a service dog can help. And yes, there's 7 billion other people in the world, and how many of them really show up for work all the time? And how many of them, what happens if they're not there? And the loyalty, and it goes both ways. My loyalty between my service dog and myself is unbreakable. He's saved my life more times than I cared to count. And I've stepped in and saved his life. So don't you go around saying, oh yes, we're abusing them. Because service dogs are a vital necessity. And I get mine that Nico can smell if I have a high blood sugar or a low blood sugar. So the people that met me on the SkyTrain and went berserk on me that my dog, that I am abusing it because I'm not letting it run free through the meadows, and that one day they're going to outlaw service dogs, and what am I going to do then? I think it's very simple to see. Those who train these dogs, if a dog's not interested in doing it, it won't do it. It's just like if you are interested in, if you're, okay, let's say, if you're interested in knitting, that's great. Go ahead and knit. But if you're not, are you going to stay with it? No. And I think this is the underlying fact that we're not teaching them skills that they don't have. They have these skills. What we're teaching them is to indicate when they smell something different. Nico has a great sense of smell. And he smells and he tells me, oh yes, that's so much abuse. And, you know, if you're so vegan that you believe that service animals are being abused, then what about you that have animals or pets? You are just as bad. You tie them up, you leave them alone for long hours. At least Nico's with me all the time. We got a camaraderie. He likes it. He's happy. Oh yes, he should be happy. Just roaming around in packs in the woods. He's not. Cruelty to animals comes when we are physically hurting him. I don't hurt Nico. You may say I hurt Nico because I leash him up and we go for walks and he keeps an eye on me. But he goes everywhere I go. He goes to bed with me. He's up with me in the morning. We go for our walks. He gets breakfast. If he does his job, he gets a treat. But if he doesn't do his job, well, he may not get the treat. But you have to be aware of what goes into these dogs. You are just sitting on your high horse thinking that vegan is the answer to everything. Well, it's not the answer to everything. These dogs are trained to do a job when they have the skills. If they don't have the skills or they don't want to do it, they're not utilized. They are given away to families who want dogs. You know, it's asinine sometimes of what goes through people's mind. This is the one way, and their answer, because they're vegans, has to be correct. You know, a lot of these dogs are part of the family, including you vegans that have pets. And there you sit eating your vegan meals. And now, I don't think all vegan choices are incorrect. But what I am saying is service dogs are utilized on a daily basis to protect people who are blind, who have other issues. They are available to work whenever we need them to work. Having to hire all these people, how are we going to pay for all this? The dog's paycheck is they get treats. You make it look like that service dogs have no use, that they get abuse all the time. Well, they don't get abuse. Sorry, I'm on a bumpy road. They don't get abuse all the time. And I really need to think that this vegan couple needs to take a look at their position again. Being vegan means that you are an opponent of not being cruel to animals. Well, I've got news for you. Having service dogs does not mean you're cruel to animals. And there are two sides to every story. You may believe that, but don't go telling me that I'm being cruel to Nico when I have never hurt him intentionally. So long that people have to learn that what happens with service dogs, and you need to get off your high horse. I believe service dogs can help. I don't believe service dogs should go racing around the hillsides and the countrysides. And oh, yes. And oh, they should just be fed a vegan diet. Well, who says that, first of all, a dog that these people, I'm vegan, so my dog is vegan. Who says that they want to be fed vegan food? Oh, they don't choose it. Oh, well. But service dogs aren't allowed to choose whether they want to be a service dog or not. It's a double standard, and it stops now. I am sick and tired of being chastised, being pretty well bullied into giving up my service dog because I abuse it. I don't abuse the animal. There are so many checks and balances. He gets quality health care twice a year. He gets fed a stable diet. He gets exercised. He gets played. He gets socialized with other dogs. So, a lot of dogs that are locked up in people's homes all day. Huh? But you're right because you're vegan. And that doesn't wash here. Like I said, two sides to every story. So get off your damn high horse. Goodbye.